Welcome to another edition of Coach's Corner, sponsored by Fats Cafe. I'm here with Coach Carlisle, and we're going to talk about the golf team today. So your team finished 11th at the Cleveland Golf Palmetto Intercollegiate. What was your take on your team's performance?
Well, we didn't play very well. We have a difficult time playing at home. Palmetto's a really hard golf course. Greens get a little bit faster during our tournament than what we're used to, and we're playing against a really strong field. And plus, I think our players feel a little bit of pressure playing at home on a home golf course, and that they should do better. But that's kind of the situation we're trying to create, a pressure situation this time of year to get ready for the rest of our year and our postseason. As we try to win an NCAA championship, you're definitely going to experience pressure. So
right.
This is good now to get that experience now. So even though we didn't play well, we didn't finish well, we didn't embarrass ourselves against a hard field, and we got to experience some pressure and some difficulty out there. So that was good.
Yeah, that's something good to take forward. So was the course more difficult this year than in the years past with only two teams that are under par?
No, it was about like it always has been. The greens were really good, so you can make a lot of putts. The golf course doesn't play long or hard from tee to green, but once you get on the greens at Palmetto, they're very difficult. It's a lot of movement to the greens, a lot of speed. If you short side yourself around the green, it's hard to get the ball up and down to save par. So the golf course played like it usually does. South Carolina just played unbelievably well. They had two freshmen, and their coaches were just really surprised at how well their two true freshmen played for them there too. They have two really good seniors, two of the best players in the country, and Matt Naismith and Will Stark. But their freshmen really made the difference with them, and they played just exceptionally well to be able to win by that many strokes and that many under par.
So after a slow start, Johnson Holiday climbed back into the top 25 individually at the tournament. So what were some of the adjustments he had to make, and were you pleased with how he competed at the tournament?
Well, it was a pretty good learning process for him. He made a big mistake making an equipment change right before our tournament, which we didn't know about. So he learned a lesson, I think, right there. He shot 11 under par with his set of irons the week before at Wexford, and he thought a different shaft there would be better for him. And so he changed it. The clubs changed the shaft over, and I didn't like the idea they did that. And he found out in the first round, shooting 78, that wasn't the right thing to do. So, that's all part of the process of growing and learning and understanding things a little bit better. He'll never make that mistake again. He got things back on track the last two rounds, but he realizes he made a mistake and learned a lot in the first round trying to make an equipment change.
So is he going to keep those shafts, or is he going to try to...
They've already been changed back.
Okay. Who's impressed you the most on your team this season so far?
I don't think any one particular player. I think everybody's contributed well, and I think our best playing is yet to come. We really haven't played that well yet. We've, every now and then we'll have one or two people play. We just haven't put it together with, 4 guys or 5 guys playing well. So everybody's done some good things. Everybody's done some poor things, but I'm just impressed with their potential for the future.
So in the future, the Bobcat Invitational is coming up. What are some of your expectations for that tournament?
Well, that's a very difficult field. That field is just like where we played in the fall, Lake Javita. It's just like the Matlock we played in February. That's going to be probably 12 or 13 of the top 20 teams in the country will be at that tournament. It's basically what our super region field would be like. So we have to finish in the top 5 in our super region in order to advance to the NCAA tournament. So the first 2 times we finished 7th both times, so we're outside that top 5. So once again, we're going to play all those same teams on a really good golf course, and so we're going to get a chance to see what our super region is going to be like and get a chance to see where we stack up at this point in time against those teams we got to beat. So a top 5 finish there is good. Last year we finished 2nd to Nova. Was really good. Axel Ustinson won the individual title there last year, so I'm hoping he's going to go back there, remember how it was to win, get that feeling going with him again, because we need to get him playing good again.
Where's the Bobcat Invitational? Where's that?
It is in Eatonton, Georgia, which is about 25-30 miles up the road from Milledgeville. It's right off of I-20 in the Great Waters area around Lake Oconee.
Nice. So you mentioned that you're going to be competing against some good teams coming up. What's your confidence like for that? Are you feeling good about it?
I feel good. We've had good practice this week. Everybody's rested after our tournament, and they're ready to go. So we're playing a great golf course, and they're excited about playing there. Everybody likes the golf course, so we're looking forward to that.
It's funny you say rested up in the sense of golf. People wouldn't think that you would need rest, but walking the course 2 times, that's
Well,
hike.
every tournament we played 36 holes the first day, which basically turns the first day into a 12-hour day. So
Right, it's a lot of
we're on
walking.
our feet for 12 hours. Each round, depending on the length of the course, you walk somewhere between 5 to 7 miles. So they have walked carrying about 20 pounds of golf clubs for 10 to 14 miles for 12 hours on their feet all day long. So, I challenge anybody to go out there and do that. It's not easy. It doesn't require foot speed. You're not running
Right.
sprints. You're not getting winded that way, but it's just your endurance and your strength and your stamina. And so you get done with that day, you go home, you eat something, you go to bed, and
Do
you're
it all
up at
over again.
5:30 the next morning to do it again to play 18 holes. And a lot of people are tired and sore that next day. So it takes a different type of conditioning, a different type of athletic ability to do that.
So not only physical strength, but also mentally to still be able to keep the game in your head.
Absolutely. That's usually what happens in the back nine of the afternoon round the
Right.
first day after you play 27. People are tired. Their blood sugars maybe dropping a little bit. You try to eat and try to stay hydrated while you're out there the entire time, but you'll see people making some mental mistakes, playing the wrong shot, hitting the wrong club because they're so fatigued, so
Right.
tired.
So what's going to be the toughest part of the course that you're going to be playing next week?
I think the par threes there are very difficult. If we can play the par threes well, avoid big numbers on the par threes. If we get in trouble, don't hit a good shot. Just make bogey, make no worse than bogey. We'll have plenty of opportunities to make pars and birdies elsewhere.
So, can you name a couple of the teams that are going to be participating in this tournament?
Sure.
Some of the top teams?
I can sit here and just go right down the top 10 in the country. Every one of them. You got Barry, you got Nova Southeastern, you got West Florida, Florida Southern, St. Leo's, currently number one in the country, Host School, Georgia College. I think right now, I think it's like 8 or 9 out of the top 10 teams, including us being in the top 10 that are in this field. And then you've got everybody else, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way on down the line.
Awesome. So it sounds like y'all are expecting some good competition. So we certainly wish you the best with that. And we thank you for watching another edition of Coach's Corner. This is Coach Carlisle, and we're sponsored by Fats Cafe.